Hello YouTube. This is a video response to Africans Exports integrity of popular YouTube channels. And I just wanted to speak on it just a little bit, or maybe a lot. Well, the thing that I think she's most talking about is I guess when people do reviews for different products and things like that, and it's just basically like the people that are more popular, people, usually accusing them of, getting paid from companies to do a review, and, that they're lying about certain things because the companies are paying them, or they're just lying because they're getting free products. And in some cases, that is actually true. There are people who are getting paid to do reviews, and they're lying if they like the product or not. They may not like the product at all, but since they are getting paid, they're going to tell you to buy it. But then again, there are some people, and I guess probably a lot of people, who aren't getting paid by companies. They may be receiving free products, but that doesn't mean that they are getting paid and, I guess, lying to everyone. And people usually assume that when they use a product and it doesn't work for them, that the person who they were looking at that did a review, they must be lying about the product. That's not true, because everything that you use in your hair may not work for someone else's hair. Just like everything that someone else may use in their hair may not work for your hair. It's just common sense. Everybody has different hair. Everybody wants their hair to do different things, feel different types of ways. Everyone is not the same. So for someone to go around saying that someone is lying because they used a product in their hair or on their hair or bought any product really and they didn't like it, that the person that they saw is lying, whatever. For the people who are getting paid to do reviews and things like that, in some ways I can agree to it, because if they have a product that they absolutely love and, they're raving about it to everyone, that is free advertisement. And if the company wants to pay them, to start advertising more for their products, I don't really see a problem with that. They've been liking the products for a long time. They've been giving reviews, and all of a sudden the company wants to, now pay them for doing reviews on their products. I don't see a problem with that, because that doesn't mean that that person is necessarily lying. If I'm using a product and I love it, and then, the company comes around and they want to, pay me for my advertisement, I would have no problem with that. YouTube opens a lot of doors for some people, and, if someone can make money, doing certain things, that not certain, but things that are legal things, then I don't see a problem with it. Now, there are a lot of people who, they're getting paid, and the product may not actually be that great or good at all. And my thing is just, honestly, buyer beware, because just because you see someone reviewing something, that doesn't mean you have to run out and go get it. Just because someone's saying, oh, I love this wig, it is beautiful, and the hair is all, that doesn't mean you have to go and buy that wig. You chose to buy that wig. So sometimes it's buyer beware. Do I think it's right that they're lying to people about something? No, I don't think it's right at all. I just think honesty is the best policy, and people really shouldn't lie, because honestly, it does catch up, and people aren't going to be, stupid for long. They're going to figure out, okay, something is up. You're talking about this stuff and it's really not good at all. And it's not like, it's just one person that says it's not good. It's like probably a whole community of people that are, saying, okay, this product is bad, the customer service is bad, things like that. But that doesn't go for everybody. And there's also people who sit up here and complain about people that are getting paid. But honestly, these people could give a rat's butt about if the person is lying or not. Honestly, a lot of it is jealousy, if anybody understands what I'm saying. A lot of people probably are jealous because this person is getting free products, this person is getting paid, they're making money, and they're not. And they honestly wish that someone would come around and offer them the opportunity that they're giving to certain people. So, yes, a lot of people do care, but some people, they don't care for reasons that you would think. A lot of people are going to complain and, put this person out there simply because they're not getting a piece of the action. They're not getting the money, they're not getting the free products, and it's a lot of jealousy and envy involved with it also. Sometimes I'll see, a lot of people I watch, and they'll be reviewing something, and then you'll see like comments down below, and some people make videos about it and say, oh, I know this person is getting paid by them, and they're lying, and da da da. But honestly, you can tell when someone genuinely cares, genuinely think, okay, that's not right that that's not right that they're lying to people, having people go out and buy this product, vouching for this bad company and this bad service, helping people waste their money. And then you can tell when someone is envious. You can tell by how they're talking about it. It's not that they care about anyone else buying the product or wasting their money or having to go through a bad experience. They're jealous because no one came to them with that opportunity. No one came to them offering to give them money for a fake review. No one gave them free products to review. And that's basically what I think a lot of it is. I mean, anybody can disagree, but I think that it's a lot of it because I've seen a lot of videos where people are complaining. And I can kind of tell which ones are they genuinely care. They're upset about it. And some people that are honestly envious, and they just wish that they had a piece of action, because if that company came to them the next day and asked them to give some reviews and say, hey, tell everybody that my product is great and we'll give you such and such amount of money, they'd hop on it. They would really hop on it. So yeah, and people, I do think you have to keep a certain amount of integrity when you are, doing things like that, like reviews and stuff. I don't think you should sell out yourself and, give yourself a bad rep just for a little piece of money. I don't think it's right at all. That some people just really do some really not great things to get money, especially on YouTube. And it's not even just for product reviews. It's a lot of stuff, people. A lot of stuff. But there are a lot of people, they get paid to do reviews, and they'll lie about the product, and people go out and buy this stuff and they don't get the product was absolutely horrible, like the quality was horrible and it wasn't worth the money, and it's kind of like they got scammed in a way. But I do believe that you should keep your integrity. If someone is getting paid for something and they honestly like the product, I don't see a problem with it. If they've been advertising this thing for free for however amount of time, and then the company, just so happens to come to them and, they are appreciating, they may think they're, really good at what they do, and they're bringing a lot of business, and they want to pay them for that, and I don't see a problem with it, honestly. But for those that, are, just doing it to get a quick buck, yeah, that's just, you just have to look for yourself. And that I think something like that will teach people that you shouldn't run out and go buy things and get things just because someone else is telling you to get it. You should do your own research, look into it yourself, look into the companies yourself, look at the products yourself. Do the stuff yourself. Don't just go out and spend $50 on something or $100 on something or even $1 on something until you do your own research, because you can't really blame that person if you didn't do research, if you didn't look and see other reviews, maybe from people who are not so popular, maybe people who just decide to jump on YouTube and do a review. So to basically sum this all up, if you are a YouTube guru, you do have a lot of people who are going to be looking up to you. I do not think that YouTube gurus, popular YouTube channels, even if you're not even on YouTube, just a person in general, and more than likely you have someone that looks up to you and someone that takes your word for things. I do not think you should sell yourself. You should throw away all your integrity just for a quick buck. Money does not buy everything, and I don't care what anybody say. Money does not buy everything, and honestly, your word should always be gold, and that's the one thing that people should always have to count on too, is your word. So if it's a product that you don't particularly like, but you do not want to put other products down, which I completely understand, just tell people pros of the product, cons of the product, and most importantly, tell people to do their own research. Do your own research, people. No matter what somebody comes onto YouTube and tells you, whether they're lying, whether they're telling the truth, it is up to you to do your own research. And that's the only way that you can be sure that you won't waste your money, or therefore you won't have anybody to blame but yourself. So that's it, guys. Hope this thing wasn't too long. I know there's a lot of ums and you knows, but I just turned on a webcam and started talking, and that's just how things go sometimes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got the message I was trying to put out there. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing this, and look forward to more video responses to some discussions and things, because I do like to talk, as you can see. So see you later, YouTube. Till my next video. Peace. So to basically sum this all up, let's do that over.